What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. WWE News and Rumors for your week ending December 22nd, 2013. The second to last news and rumors for the year of 2013. As everyone in Team JD will embark on this journey along with me into 2014. And like I always say, fuck those other guys. Fuck those other guys. This right here is your number one source for all your WWE needs on YouTube.com. Now, I'm just going to get right into it, guys. I got big news stories this week, and I'm surprised. No one has reported this on YouTube.com in the YouTube wrestling community. I'm actually surprised Sean's View Entertainment didn't cover this. This is a fucking big story. This is a big story. I'm going to get right into it, guys. Let's get into it. I got a bunch of news. As of WrestleMania 30, okay, pertaining to WrestleMania 30, everyone's talking about Goldberg. Goldberg has been on the tongues of everybody since WrestleMania 30 was announced, you know, where it was going to be taking place in New Orleans. Everybody's talking about, oh, Stone Cold. Oh, let's talk about The Rock. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Sting. You know, who's The Undertaker going to be fighting? And everyone's been talking about Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg. Is Bill Goldberg going to come back to the WWE for one more match at WrestleMania 30? Is he going to come back for that big payday? Well, WrestleMania 30 gets closer. Negotiations continue between WWE and Bill Goldberg for a return at WrestleMania 30. Word is that both sides are very close to agreeing on money, but Goldberg has an issue with his potential opponent. Ryback is no longer considered a lock for Goldberg's return opponent. Who does WWE have in mind? Ryback is still in the WWE's doghouse, but sources close to Goldberg indicate he's wondering why he would even return just to put over a guy who has been losing left and right. It's possible that WWE begins a major restart with Ryback and his character and push him, but things right now are unclear. Goldberg is interested in facing someone different, and the idea has not been presented to Goldberg as of right now, but at last word, one idea going around WWE would see the Shield split up before WrestleMania, Roman Reigns begin his major singles push, and then go on to face Goldberg at WrestleMania 30. It's no secret that Goldberg has issues with how he is booked, and while he doesn't mind putting someone over, he has been very reluctant to accept a role that would call for him to be the heel. Now, Goldberg wants to come back. According to this source, Goldberg wants to come back. He's very close to coming back. He wants to come back as a face. If I was WWE, I would tread carefully with Goldberg. Goldberg is a name that will instantly draw. Okay? WrestleMania 30 needs to be, and I've been saying it's the biggest event of all time. I don't care who you need to get on this show. Take out your checkbook and make that fucking check to everybody that is on the roster, that is on the current roster, new and old. Pay them. Make this the biggest show ever. Goldberg is one of those names, and I've been saying it. Ryback versus Goldberg is not going to draw a fucking dime. Nobody wants to see Goldberg versus Ryback. Ryback is trash. Ryback's career might as well be over. They need to do something completely drastic. They need to repackage him. They need to just hit the reset button 1,000 times over on Ryback. Nobody cares. You ruined him, and it's showing. Nobody in the WWE, the audience in the WWE universe, just does not care about Ryback. And now he's in a team with Curtis Axel, who you also ruined. Both guys with Paul Heyman. You ruined both of them. How is that even possible as a Paul Heyman guy? Only WWE Creative. Only the current WWE Creative team would do that. But this is what I want to see happen. Okay? Roman Reigns doesn't need to be a singles competitor right out of the gate. As soon as 2014 comes around, he doesn't need to be a singles competitor. The Shield needs to face the Wyatt family at WrestleMania. No questions about it. If you do not have that match happen, it is a lost opportunity you will never get back. Because Roman Reigns is going to go on to be singles. Dean Ambrose is going to go on to be singles. Seth Rollins is going to go on to be singles. And then you have the Wyatt family doing whatever. What are they going to be doing? I have news on them as well where WWE wants to take them. But this is an opportunity you need to capitalize on. Wyatt family versus the Shield at WrestleMania. Have the Wyatt family go over and then break up the Shield. That's it. Why don't you bring The Rock back and have him fight Goldberg? Why don't you put Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar? You have several ways to configure this WrestleMania card. You know, you don't necessarily need to have The Undertaker fight Brock Lesnar, even though that's what The Undertaker wants. The WWE has several pieces that they can maneuver to make WrestleMania great. You just gotta organize it in the right way. You don't necessarily need to stick to the plan and have Goldberg fight Ryback, or what this report is saying, Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. How big is Roman Reigns going to be out of the gate if you break him away from the Shield? He's not gonna be that big of a deal. I mean, you could push him to the fucking moon. You could have him, you know, enter the Royal Rumble and eliminate fucking 15 guys. That would get him over. That would get him over, but are people going to care? That's the thing. Are people going to care? That's the one thing out of all this you need to be concerned about. You got to build him up correctly if you're going to break him away. And obviously, if he's going to go over Goldberg, his career's set. I see where WWE wants to go with this, but I think it's going to be too soon, too fast for Roman Reigns. Take the safe route, have the Wyatt family versus the Shield, and then break away the Shield. You can always do Goldberg versus Roman Reigns if Goldberg is on a good working relationship with WWE and have that happen somewhere down the line. It doesn't necessarily need to happen at WrestleMania. But all I know is if Goldberg's going to come back, I don't want him going against Ryback. That's just a waste of an opportunity, a waste of a fucking paycheck, pretty much, for Goldberg. Actually, it won't be a waste of a paycheck because I would gladly take that paycheck, but it would be a waste of a match slot on WrestleMania if you're putting him against Ryback. Nobody's going to care. I certainly don't care. You guys are not going to care. But tell me what you guys think about this rumor, Roman Reigns. Would you want to see Roman Reigns as a singles competitor, as a heel, going against the returning Goldberg at WrestleMania? And like I said, I'm surprised nobody commented, or I'm surprised nobody covered this story. This is a fucking big deal. Only on News and Rumors, JD style. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Now, according to PWInsider.com, with regards to Shawn Michaels potentially coming out of retirement for WrestleMania and working one more match, the ball is said to be completely in his court, as WWE wants him to return for a match at WrestleMania 30. Despite WWE teasing friction between HBK, CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan on WWE TV during HBK's last few appearances, there is said to be no talk of HBK facing Punk at WrestleMania or HBK teaming up with anyone to face the team of Punk and Daniel Bryan at the event. So I knew that was going to be, I knew that was the case, so I'm not really surprised by this news story, but it goes on. And I want to let you guys know, Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk is still my choice of match. And as the show goes on this week, I'll show you why and what WWE might possibly have in store. But as for this story about HBK, it's being said that if HBK does indeed agree to work one more match, WWE wants it to be a singles match against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. We all know this. I've reported this. Additionally, it's being said that WWE only wants HBK to wrestle one more match as opposed to making a return. The reason why the company booked CM Punk and HBK's confrontation on Raw this week was that they could save the Triple H versus CM Punk confrontation for later, which has me worried that the WWE is heading in that direction, like I said on Monday Night Raw. Triple H versus CM Punk at WrestleMania, which I do not want to see, because in my honest opinion, that is not a WrestleMania-worthy match. You could do so much better with CM Punk, and CM Punk deserves a lot better for WrestleMania. Don't put him against Triple H, even though he is going to go over, and if he doesn't go over, there's a fucking problem. But CM Punk versus Triple H is again, just like Ryback versus Goldberg, is a waste of a WrestleMania slot on the card. I don't want to see it. Lastly, it's being said that even if HBK decides against returning to the ring for one more match, we can expect to see a lot more of him on WWE TV heading into the WrestleMania season. Probably to back up Triple H if they do go that route against CM Punk. But if he's going to be on WWE TV, I have a feeling he's going to get that itch to come back. WWE's going to probably slip him the idea of the Daniel Bryan match, develop a storyline, and Vince is going to open up his paycheck, or not his paycheck, or deliver him a paycheck, give him a number, what he's going to be making at WrestleMania. Vince is going to open up that checkbook, and he's going to write HBK, whatever he wants for a match, because that's what you got to do. To get him out of retirement, right now it's all about money. He loves the business, but if he's going to come out of retirement, he's going to want to be paid. To have Daniel Bryan and HBK at WrestleMania, it is worth every fucking penny that Vince is going to hand over. Really. You don't have this match presented in front of you often. This caliber match. HBK can still go, no question. To have him and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Listen, if my match of Punk versus Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship does not happen, I do want to see HBK versus Daniel Bryan, no question. We'll see how it happens. We'll see how the storyline develops. I don't know. What do you guys think? Word coming out of Monday's Slammy's Raw. Okay? The Slammy Award edition of Monday Night Raw. In the state of Daniel Bryan's hometown of Washington. One long-time company official approached Triple H backstage and questioned why they were not riding Daniel Bryan's momentum to the fullest. The official reiterated to Triple H that Bryan is the hottest he will ever be right now and that they need to be taking full advantage of his momentum. No word on how Triple H reacted to this long-time company official. I've been saying this. Daniel Bryan right now is hotter than 1,000 fucking suns. If you do not use him and utilize him correctly, this is, again, going to be another lost opportunity for WWE. I've been stating this on this fucking channel for months. Daniel Bryan needs to win the fucking Royal Rumble. CM Punk needs to win the WWE Championship. Simple route. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. But WWE, instead of taking the easy route, the smart route, the route people want to see, they're waiting on Shawn Michaels. How long are you going to wait on Shawn Michaels? How long are you going to wait on Goldberg for WrestleMania 30? Time is running out. Time is running out. You need to have WrestleMania, solid ideas for us. You need to have 5 of your biggest matches ever. Concrete, signed, sealed, and delivered right now. You need to have an idea of where you want to go for WrestleMania. Right now, WWE has 0. 0 matches set for WrestleMania, and this worries me. Because all that's going around right now are ideas. Ideas that I don't necessarily like, and that I disagree with. But Daniel Bryan, we all can agree on. Most of us. I know there's some Daniel Bryan haters that watch this program. But Daniel Bryan needs to be in the WWE Championship picture, which I think he will be. I think he'll be there at the Rumble. Okay? I think he'll be there leading into WrestleMania. It's just how WWE develops the matches for WrestleMania. He'll be there, but are they going to finally give him the WWE Championship that he so rightfully deserves? I don't know what else needs to happen. The guy's fucking beloved by everybody. The reactions he gets every week on WWE TV is unlike anybody I've ever seen in years. Years. Something needs to be done. The guy needs to be rewarded just based on that. And I'm sure he's one of the top sellers, merchandise-wise, in the WWE. He's making them money. I don't understand it. Vince, what are you doing? What are you doing, bruh? Alright, what do we got here? No word yet on when WWE officials made the decision to have Randy Orton go over John Cena at the TLC pay-per-view to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But they have had his first major feud for 2014 laid out since the weekend of that pay-per-view. Word coming out of TLC is that Orton will be feuding with CM Punk in early 2014. Punk is not expected to win the title, but plans could always change. Now, there were rumors going around that Brock Lesnar may be setting up for a return to fight Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because Paul Heyman was going on Twitter and teasing people that he had a conversation with Brock about the new world champion. Not happening. Brock Lesnar is not fighting Randy Orton anytime soon for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Right now, it's supposed to be CM Punk. This is what the reports are saying. If it does happen, this coincides with what I've been talking about. I do not want to see, and I think it would be a big mistake. I just don't want to see Randy Orton go into WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. Randy Orton has all the skills in the world to be one of the greatest champions of all time. He is going to be a WWE Hall of Famer, no question. I just don't like Randy Orton as the face of the WWE right now. I do not like him leading the charge going into WrestleMania. I just think it's a bad business move. It's not what's best for business. CM Punk as the WWE Champion coming out of the Royal Rumble, if this does happen. CM Punk beats Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, and like I've been saying for fucking weeks now, Daniel Bryan and John Cena. Daniel Bryan and John Cena, head to head. Epic fucking ending to the Royal Rumble. Epic ending. Daniel Bryan eliminates John Cena. Daniel Bryan goes on to WrestleMania to fight CM Punk. CM Punk comes out. At the end, they both stare each other down, shake hands, and point at the WrestleMania fucking logo. Do you know how epic that would be? The last time an epic Royal Rumble ending occurred, such as that one that I just mentioned, I hope that happens. I'm fantasy booking right now. I'm fantasy booking right now. Do you guys remember in the late 2000s when it was The Undertaker and HBK, the last two guys in the Royal Rumble? I don't know what Royal Rumble that was, 2006, 2007. Someone correct me. But Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Undertaker eventually eliminated Shawn Michaels in a fucking, one of the best Royal Rumble endings of all time. The best ending to a Royal Rumble ever was when Bret Hart eliminated Stone Cold. Stone Cold snuck back under the ring and eliminated Bret, only to win the Royal Rumble behind the referee's back. Vince then was saying that Bret was screwed. Bret went out to Vince and fucking destroyed the announce table, fucking grabbing Vince by the throat. Epic ending to a Royal Rumble. Bret obviously went on to feud with Stone Cold after that in one of the greatest matches of all time at WrestleMania 13. But Undertaker vs. HBK was the second greatest Royal Rumble ending ever. If John Cena and Daniel Bryan are the last two guys in the ring, yes, it would be predictable. It would be typical WWE bullshit to coincide with the WWE storylines right now. But it would be fucking off the charts, because you have John Cena on one hand, you got Daniel Bryan on the other. Everybody knows Super Cena. Can Daniel Bryan overcome the odds? To give Daniel Bryan that shove into fucking superstardom and put him in the main event at WrestleMania against CM Punk, it would be fucking unbelievable. I don't understand how some people come to me and say, JD, I don't want to see Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk. Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? That's not going to draw. That's not going to draw money. That feud doesn't need the championship? Of course it doesn't need the championship. You have two of the greatest ever in the ring. The WWE Championship would only be enhanced by those two men fighting over it. It does the belt good, it does WrestleMania good, it does the business good, because everybody is going to be treated to a 5-star match. What is there to lose? What is there to lose? You give credibility to the WWE Championship after fucking months of being tortured with Randy Orton as champion. Alright? WrestleMania 30, you got two of the biggest guys in the business right now, two of the hottest guys in the business, two of the best wrestlers in the world. Where is that bad for business? Yes, it doesn't need the WWE Championship, but everything is enhanced with that WWE Championship on the line. And now you got one belt. The Royal Rumble winner gets all the prize. That's it. The WWE Championship is more significant now that there's one championship and not the World Heavyweight Championship lingering behind it. When the Royal Rumble winner is decided, the WWE Championship is going to be more valuable than it has been in years. Because that's one belt now. You guys got to see it my way. I know what I'm talking about. Daniel Bryan vs. CM Punk needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to fucking cry over spilled milk. But that's what I think is best for business. We'll see what happens. What else do we got here? I'm fucking going on. I'm ranting. But whatever. Whatever. According to F4W Online, the feeling within WWE is that Hulk Hogan will be returning to the WWE for some type of involvement in WrestleMania 30. I've reported this several times as well. Hogan has not signed a deal with the WWE as of this writing, and company officials do not expect him to wrestle at the event, as he likely would not pass a medical test to clear him for in-ring activity. So that would rule out the possibility of him teaming with John Cena at the pay-per-view. It's more likely that Hogan would do a run-in and possibly knock out a heel and then cut a promo. As for Batista, WWE has interest in bringing him back from Mania, and there has been talk of working him into the show should he want to return. What he would do, I don't know. As for Rob Van Dam, there are currently no WrestleMania plans for the on-hiatus superstar, but that could change if RVD wants to return. I mean, I don't see why RVD would not want to return. he should be fully rested up. I don't see why he would not want that WrestleMania payday. But, I don't know. Batista, RVD, Hogan, they're all eventually coming back, to the WWE. Batista is the biggest question mark there because, obviously, he's doing his movie career right. He's concentrating on that. But I would like to see Batista return. RVD, I expect back. Hogan, I expect back in the WWE. It all comes down to to when they're coming back. But I expect them all to be back. Variety.com continues to release reports pertaining to WWE's current and future programming, and is now reporting that WWE officials have informed Variety they are considering switching SmackDown, this is interesting, to a live show every week and changing its broadcast night from Friday nights. It would be moved from Friday nights. Executives noted that while this would mean an increase in cost, WWE would be willing to make the change if it meant receiving a better programming fee for the show. With regards to the potential WWE Network launch, we exclusively reported, Variety.com then, I took this from Variety.com. We exclusively reported a couple weeks ago that WrestleMania, along with the other monthly WWE pay-per-view events, would be made available through what is likely to be an internet subscription-based platform, and the Variety report collaborated this information by noting that both SummerSlam and WWE Wrestlemania will air on the company's new subscription-based WWE Network. The report also states that WWE officials feel they can break even on the network with 800,000 to 1 million subscribers. This is old news. The biggest piece of information here is SmackDown going to live, which I think they should be doing now anyway. I don't know why they do tape shows. I think SmackDown should be live every Friday. And then moving from Friday night, I really think it should be on a Thursday, because nothing really happens on a Thursday. People are still working during the week on Thursday. They're more likely to be home. The ratings will probably be better. Friday night, everyone goes out. The work week is over. People get out of work early. They go out. They drink. They go to dinner. WWE SmackDown is the last thing on their minds. I think Friday night is when people tend to kind of miss it. If they want to get that ratings increase, I think a move to Thursday would be better for WWE SmackDown. I would probably be more inclined to watching it on a Thursday if it was moved from Friday to Thursday. But that's the biggest piece of information there. Let me know what you guys think. Would you want to see SmackDown moved from Friday to Thursday? And if not Thursday, what weekday would you guys like to see SmackDown on? And would you like to see it as a live broadcast? I would. What else we got here? It has been reported over the last few months about how Triple H is looking to once again beef up the WWE's tag team division. And the feeling is that this time a strong division might be here to stay. WWE is trying to get the Performance Center up to capacity, which is reportedly a big deal to Triple H. So they are still signing talents to developmental deals. They really want to get as many bodies in the Performance Center as possible. Triple H is focused on signing more tag teams to deals, which could be a good thing for Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. While Triple H genuinely wants to revamp and refocus on WWE's tag team division, it said that he sees the signing of tag teams as a way to reach their desired end-of-the-year capacity twice as fast. Now, tag team division right now is flourishing, probably the best division in all of WWE, thanks to Cody Rhodes and Goldust. You got several teams in there that are looking very strong right now. I really hope Triple H sticks to this, and I also have news on where the tag team division may be going into 2014, so look out for that. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But the tag team division right now is number one out of all the divisions. It's focused. You got Goldust coming back and making a strong suit for Superstar of the Year. He is unbelievable lately. The last 6 months, he's probably been, outside Daniel Bryan, the best guy on the roster. He's impressed me more so than ever in his career. And I've always been a Goldust supporter, even when he first debuted, when he was doing the fucking silly gimmick with Booker T. He's on top of his game right now. But Cody Rhodes and Goldust single-handedly are bringing some prestige back to those titles. They're not there yet, and they got some decent teams to challenge. You got the Shield, you got the Wyatts, you got Rey Mysterio and Big Show, which I don't mind as a team right now. You got the Real Americans, you got the Usos, you got the Primetime Players. You got some damn good fucking teams in WWE. If Triple H wants to focus on more tag teams, listen, I'm all for that. Tag team wrestling, I love tag team wrestling, but don't abuse it. Just don't abuse it. Bring prestige back to those titles. Get these teams on WWE TV. Develop their characters. I like to see teams back in the 90s that have some kind of gimmick to them. Not like Los Matadores. These guys are trash. That gimmick is a failure. You know, people like the Ascension in NXT. I love their gimmick. I've been watching them very closely. Their gimmick, their entrance is something I would love to see on WWE TV on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully that happens. You had gimmicks like the Hardy Boys, you had the Dudleys, you had fucking Money Inc., you had the Quebecers, the Natural Disasters. Teams with meaning. Teams with a gimmick. Teams that are in sync. Even the primetime players, the Usos. You know, the Real Americans gel as a team well, you know? WWE is doing the right thing right now with the tag team division. Hopefully they keep it up. Triple H, I like where he's going with this. Hopefully he sticks to it because Vince, the last time this happened, Vince wanted the tag teams to flourish, and then all of a sudden he said, fuck it, I'm going to scrap it. And then tag team division, again, went back to shit. But Triple H is in charge now. Hopefully he sticks to his guns. What else do we have here? The AJ Lee incident. I'm not going to talk too much about this. Regarding the incident with AJ Lee, Michelle Beadle and CM Punk at the Tribute to the Troops tapings, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer also noted that Punk was upset with WWE officials over this incident. AJ flipped out in a fit of jealousy because Beadle and Punk are friends. She didn't know who she was, Beadle, and they were talking in the back. AJ seen that Punk was chatting to another woman. Pretty much it was just a whole jealousy thing going on. Beadle thought AJ was kind of joking around or was some kind of angle going on, but AJ took it really seriously. She flipped out on Beadle. WWE officials and higher-ups were backstage when this incident occurred. They seen it all happen. But Punk actually noted on Twitter and posted the tweet last week, "It's difficult to always try to do business the proper way with a company that refuses to practice the same standards." So obviously CM Punk was pissed off about the whole situation as well. Multiple accounts of this story, which were originally reported this week by Dave Meltzer of Figure4WrestlingOnline.com, and these were floating around. Some people in WWE affiliated with WWE attempting right now to do damage control in order to protect AJ Lee's brand and reputation. PW Insider is reporting that Lee did not approach Beadle out of jealousy, like the other reports stated. She did not approach Beadle out of jealousy toward her chatting up with boyfriend CM Punk, but rather calmly appeared in his defense for speaking to him in a disrespectful tone. So there's two different stories going on right now. Dave Meltzer, however, is saying that his version of the story, with Lee going on a bizarre, obscenity-laced tirade towards the popular television personality and behaving similar to her eccentric on-screen character, is completely legitimate. So you got Dave Meltzer reporting one thing, and then you got PW Insider reporting something else. So who do you believe? I don't know. I'm just reporting it to you guys from what I read online. As seen at TLC, AJ successfully defended the Divas Championship against Natalya after it was heavily speculated online that she would lose the title as punishment for a reported backstage incident with the NBC personality Michelle Beadle at Wednesday's Tribute to the Troops event. Gamblers briefly predicted Natalya would win in Las Vegas. Amongst reports of the ordeal, betting for the match was ultimately nixed from most sportsbooks after Lee was considered a heavy favorite. Dave Meltzer stated that this week on a podcast on Figure4WrestlingOnline.com that Lee was always scripted to win the bout, as the match result was finalized before the story even surfaced. As reported this week, WWE executives don't want to draw any more attention to the Lee Beadle story than necessary. Now, many fans were surprised that WWE Divas Champion AJ Lee did not drop her title to Natalya at Sunday's pay-per-view. I was shocked too. I thought Natalya was certainly going to be champion. AJ Lee won, and I was shocked. Okay? I thought it was going to go the other way around. Now, where am I? I'm lost. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there we go. Word from Monday's Raw is that Vince McMahon is a huge supporter of AJ Lee and was largely behind the immediate protection of her following this incident. This is why there was no punishment at TLC or Raw for the Beadle incident. So, this whole thing, done. Vince has huge support in Vince McMahon. That's all you need. It's like you have a fucking protective shield around you. Don't worry about it. AJ Lee's going to be fine for you AJ Lee fans out there. She's the face of the Divas division right now. She deserves to be the face of the Divas division because she's been spotlighted and been doing a hell of a job in everything that WWE has asked her to do. Nobody else in the Divas division has done anything remotely close to AJ Lee. She may not be the best wrestler, but AJ Lee has been given the ball, and she's definitely ran with it. Okay? Natalya is a great wrestler. The Bellas are coming into their own, but AJ right now is the face of the company. She's the most recognizable diva, no matter who's on Total Divas. AJ is the most recognizable diva. People want to see AJ. people react to AJ. That's why she's the WWE Divas Champion. WWE plans to only use one belt for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton, reports PW Insider. It is said that over this past weekend that the winner of the Randy Orton vs. John Cena match would only use the WWE title, but Orton came out on Raw this week with both belts. PW Insider is claiming that the decision to have Orton carry both belts was made last minute. The plan is to still drop the World Heavyweight Championship and completely just go with the WWE Championship as the one title very soon. I was a little disappointed Randy Orton came out with the World Heavyweight Championship. Get rid of it, retire it, focus on the WWE Championship. He's now WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Get rid of the other one. One belt. That's it. That's it. You don't need two belts. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, they get rid of the WWE, the World Heavyweight Championship and just focus on the WWE. I just want to see one belt on Randy Orton. WWE officials continue to be concerned over the health of Rey Mysterio. He has been seen limping around a lot lately, and there's a feeling that he came back too soon. At Monday's Raw, Brie Bella was given props for the noticeable improvement of her in-ring work. A WWE source pointed out to the bump she's been taking and noted that it is very obvious she's been training with Daniel Bryan. Interesting news on the tag team division and its champions. There is now talk of Erick, Rowan, and Luke Harper of the Wyatt family entering the 2014 Royal Rumble as the WWE Tag Team Champions. At one point, they were pegged to enter WrestleMania 30 as the champions, but that may have been pushed up recently. I don't know how I feel about that. I really think Cody and Goldust deserve to hold those belts for a lot longer for what they've been doing. You know, the whole Goldust versus Cody Rhodes thing at WrestleMania, feuding and having a match together, may be nixed. WWE is trying to rebuild their tag team divisions. It's got to start with Cody and Goldust. I wouldn't mind Erick Rowan and Luke Harper holding the tag team titles to give them more credibility, because that would make sense to have the Wyatt family as champions and build them up and have Bray Wyatt do his own thing. But I'm still thinking about Wyatt's versus Shield, and then you have Cody and Goldust do something else at WrestleMania against somebody else. I don't know. But WWE, according to this report, wants Erick Rowan and Luke Harper as the tag team champions going into the Royal Rumble. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll find out as the Royal Rumble comes closer. What else do I got here? Jim Ross. Jim Ross has once again updated the question and answer section on his JR'sBarbecue.com. He says if Shawn Michaels were to come out of retirement, The Undertaker would not be offended. JR commented on HBK Wrestling again. I don't think HBK is returning to the ring as a wrestler. If he did, it would be at WrestleMania, and I'd like to see him wrestle Daniel Bryan or CM Punk. Undertaker would not be offended whatsoever. It has been reported in the past week that WWE has big plans for Roman Reigns. I already reported this at the beginning of this show, especially for the 2014 Royal Rumble match. As of now, it is being said that those plans are even bigger than anyone could have thought. I guess that's talking about Goldberg. I don't know, but I know Roman Reigns is going to be in the Rumble. Expect Roman Reigns to be a fucking unstoppable force, eliminating at least 10 guys. That's what I'm going on to predict. He's gonna be throwing out people left and right like Diesel many years ago, and like Kane. Roman Reigns is gonna play that big role in the Rumble. Gonna be one of those unstoppable forces. So anticipate it. It's coming. And finally, guys, AJ Styles. AJ Styles turned down an offer from TNA that was likely somewhere in the range of $200,000 per year. Poor AJ. He turned down a $200,000 contract. Crazy. But it was largely a per appearance offer. It was not guaranteed at that level. If TNA cut back on live events, the deal would be significantly less than that. It said that AJ has been earning in the $350,000 per year range in 2013. We noted here on this show before that AJ is a free agent, okay? But there is speculation that this whole AJ Styles storyline contract situation is part of a storyline. It's not confirmed yet, but people within TNA believe Styles will be brought back, and that the deal has already been agreed on. The story is that Styles versus Magnus for the TNA title was a shot before the new deal was agreed on, so Styles saying goodbye was a shoot at the time. There's lots of talk going around about whether or not he is signed or is still in negotiations, but this report says they probably will not know the truth until things play out. If AJ Styles is a free agent, it would be wise for WWE to pick him up, put him in the Royal Rumble. No question. But is WWE going to do that? I don't know. I don't even know if he's a free agent right now. This report doesn't know. Nobody knows. But if AJ Styles is coming back to TNA, certainly he's going to want the same pay he's been getting this year. $350,000 compared to $200,000 and less. Not even a fucking negotiation for me. Not even a negotiation. If that's the case, I don't see AJ Styles coming back to TNA. Like I said, Triple H needs to go out, sign AJ Styles, bring him to the Royal Rumble 2014. He's a recognizable face. He's one of the best wrestlers in the industry right now. He's got the in-ring skill. He's got the mic skill. No matter his size. Look at Punk. Look at Bryan. Look at Rollins. Look at Ambrose. These guys know what they're doing. He doesn't need to be a big muscle-bound fucking freak. Get him in the WWE. Sign him to a contract. It's going to be worth more. He's going to make more money in WWE anyway if he signs with WWE compared to TNA. He doesn't need a big contract. He'll be selling merchandise. He'll be fucking getting a pay-per-view bonus. Bring him to WWE. Put him in the Rumble. Call it a day. That's it. I don't understand why WWE doesn't have any interest in AJ Styles. I know if I was a fucking promoter, AJ Styles on the phone immediately. He's a free agent. That's what I would do. But Triple H doesn't see it that way. Anyway, guys, that is your news and rumors for this week. What am I up to here? This is a long episode. 35 minutes. 35 minutes of my fucking face on news and rumors this week. But if you guys enjoyed, obviously you guys know what to do. Like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe. All that good shit. This is your number one source for WWE News on YouTube.com. I will not, and I'm going to stress this right now, I am not covering Monday Night Raw. On Monday, I read the spoilers. It's a Christmas show. I'm not covering it. Nothing happened. That is important. I'll be back in the new year with covering Monday Night Raw because it's going to be leading into the Royal Rumble. But this coming Monday, I'm not even touching it. I might not even watch it because it's a Christmas show, and I don't want to be bothered. It's the same rehash bullshit. WWE is on cruise control right now with the storylines, and I'm not reviewing Monday Night Raw, even though you guys may want to see it. All you got to do is read the spoilers to find out what happened. You don't need to hear my opinion on it because I know it's already trash. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm not covering Monday Night Raw, so don't expect a review on Tuesday morning, all right? Until then, guys, I'll be back next week with news and rumors. Let me know what you guys think of this week's biggest stories down below in the comments, and I will see you all next week. Take care.